Hi, Steve from Chorus Guitar School, and today I'm going to do lick 2 in my series of blues licks. It's going to be yet another intro, but it's also a middle and an ending lick. So that's going to be really useful if you want to use it for ending licks or middles or starts or beginnings. Okay, so how does it play? And it plays like this. Or I can play kind of straighter with just this. And I'm going to show you how to do ending licks in a bit as well. So how is it played? Well, first of all, I'm going to use my first finger just to show you how that moves. I'm going to start on the E string on the 5th fret, and I'm tuned to E, A, D, G, B, E, by the way, and I'm playing in the key of A. So first finger at the 5th fret on the E string. Then first finger at the 4th fret on the A string. First finger at the 5th fret on the A string, following, it's all on the A string here, 6th fret, 7th fret, and then 8, and then back to 7. So I've got 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. That's how it's going to run. Now then, I'm going to use a power chord shape as my first shape. So I've got my first finger on the E string at 5 and on the A string at 7. Then I'm going to move my first finger, as I said before, to the 4th fret on the A string, and my second finger is going to go on the 5th fret on the D string. Moving up 1, 5 and 7, so that's A string 5 with my first finger and 7 with my 3rd finger on the D string. Moving back to that tiny shape again, just moving up 1, so that's first finger on the 6 on the A and my second finger on the 7 on the D. Moving up 1 more, I've got first finger on the 7 on the A, and my 3rd finger is on the 9 on the D. Okay, so that's a power chord, and then I'm just going to pop that power chord at 1 fret, and then back down to that 7. So that's the 8th and the 10th there, and then down onto the 7 again. So I've got this alternating power chord, power chord, power chord. It sounds okay as it is, but if you add a little tiny mute strum between, it sounds so much nicer. Have a listen. It's a bit Stevie Ray on the rhythm. You want to pep it up a little bit? I've got a video on this chord. It's add a 9th at the end. So I'm going to add a 9th here. Okay, so I'm on the 8th fret on the A string, and then down to 7. Okay, let's add that in. That sounds nice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate. So I'm going to go E string, A string, E string. Then when I get onto the A string, it's going to be A string, D string, A string. So you'll see what I mean. E string, A string, E string. Then now I'm going to go to A string, D string, A string. Then I'm going to finish on the 7. Then I can either use a power chord on the 8 and the 10, or I could use some 9ths. That sounds really cool. Real cool. Now, I did say earlier on that I'll show you how to do an ending. What I do is I play that progression, but what I do is I place a B flat 7, that's at the 6th fret, in an E7 shape, barred, and then go down 1 to a A7. Okay, so that sounds really nice for endings, doing your blues endings. There you have it. That's lick number 2 out of my series of blues licks. Wait for number 3. I've been Steve Ball signing off. Speak to you soon.